this Martin Luther King celebration that they're talking about here, every year, and I mean, man, they really pull out all the stops on this thing. The country does. This is a ritual that's actually going on that they set in place. Number one, and you got to look at the way they do all stuff. He signed the bill in the order in 1985. And that's 10 years after the death of Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He signed this bill in the order. It's an actual ritual. See, Martin Luther King's dream ended up being a nightmare for us because it destroyed black civilization as we know it, based on destroying integration. So that was all a part of the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? Because you can walk into white counters and stuff and eat. Your places went under. And basically he is the ultimate government agent that they can throw in your face anytime you open your mouth. Well, Martin Luther King didn't say that shit. Plus also you got to understand psychologically what happened. If your only leader that they show to you and they give the world is Martin Luther King, then that means to other people psychologically, and don't have to be nobody in India, it can just be most white people in the country and a lot of black people, they say, well, these mugs ain't never had nobody but an old punctified nigga talking about love their enemy and marching all around and stuff. The way they take Martin Luther King on the media, excuse me, it overshadows any other current black history that we had. No Marcus Garvey, no Noah Drew Ali, no, I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Even Booker T. Washington, who is not even mentioned. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's forgotten. No W.E.B. Du Bois. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just regular black figures like Adam Clayton Powell. You understand what I'm saying? So in so many words, it's psychologically because they pump him over and over and over again against white people, thousands of people, self-congratulatory history. Then it means that you are people with no history at all. We're talking about the way they do the subconscious mind.
I work in a Jewish hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And now they got this Martin Luther King thing. They got flyers everywhere. They got something going on 24 hours a day on Martin Luther King.
On Martin Luther King. And so you thinking, number one, the average person that is a non-analytical person.
Before, what I was going to say, before about 2 years ago, they didn't even recognize his birthday.
Right, but it's all a part of a major ritual. Number one, you pump him as the only person that ever did anything. Well, the next person they're going to show you is some old Michael Jordan ass, who is equivalent to an idiot. Somebody said, no, he bought a basketball team. I said, wait a minute, hold on now here. If I give you $1 every day outside of a damn store that sells fucking Mountain Dew sodas, and I give you $1 each day, it don't take a rocket scientist to know that you can take your dollar and go into the damn store and buy a fucking Mountain Dew soda. So buying a basketball team, shit, you understand what I'm saying? He just went to the white man and plopped down some money. It don't take doggone, you understand what I'm saying, the ultimate genius to do that shit.
He had the money, that's for sure.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, you know, and he had the money because also, too, remember now, this man is one of the worst individuals we got that has never made a stand. Now, you got the guy, Harvey Gantt from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's the first black person to integrate Clemson as far as what that goes. He's running for Congress down there or something, and he asked Michael Jordan, who is a part of his state from Wilmington, North Carolina, to endorse him. He said no, because he's a Democrat. Well, no, the Republicans buy Air Jordan as well as whatchamacallit. Now, this is an idiot, because first of all, he don't understand that it took people to come before him to open up the shit before him. You got to look at this particular part. They wasn't picking but 4 black people, period, in the 1960s on back to go to the NBA. So it took other people to come in and do some stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Just so you to get a job. But he don't think like that. Plus, my point is, I'm quite sure if he endorsed Harvey Gantt, the white man couldn't care less based on it. Wouldn't even affect his Nike sales. But see, he's a no-good nigga. That's what he is. He's a no-good nigga. You see what I'm saying? And even the white man the other night said, you know, the white man said, you know, I gotta really say, he said, this Michael Jordan has never done anything outside of his own personal gains. Anything he does, he's got to be directly related to it based on getting some money. So that don't really mean don't really mean anything. Now going back to this Martin Luther King thing, it's a form of a ritual. Number two, he comes up and has this fucking nightmare, you walking side by side with fucking white people who own your ass. Because the playing fields ain't even. So yes, we can say that the dream was realized, but your ass is not even as you was in the 1950s. In the 1950s, you had a booming economy in your own neighborhood. Now you walk beside white people with nothing, not a pot to piss in, or a bed to throw it under, or a window to throw it out of. You see what I'm saying? So he's literally opened up a nightmare because I had a dream as the Jewish nightmare. They wrote the fucking speech. So his particular dream is a nightmare to keep white supremacy going based on giving you some civil rights of a domesticated animal. Now, if you make that a holiday based on ritual, you can keep that dream going in a perpetual cycle throughout time, and that's what that shit is about. They renew the nightmare, or they keep black people dreaming, physically dreaming, not the dream that we go into, but they keep you dead, and this is energy. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you see all of the people that don't love you going to the Martin Luther King family on Martin Luther King Day and sitting around all that old bullshit. And you would think all this is related to a man they didn't even care enough to keep around. You understand what I'm saying? But it's also telling you that you are a people without a history. Because the people on the other side of town that don't know nothing about no Marcus Garvey, only thing they know is Martin Luther King. You see what I'm saying? Even Chris Rock said that. Only thing I knew was Martin Luther King when he went to college. Black history, or Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King. And he's a government agent also. You see what I'm saying? He's a government agent also. So all that stuff coincides.